Very good. Next up, dear Father Spitzer, our daughter died last year in a car accident. She was pronounced dead in the emergency room, and afterwards a priest performed last rites on her. We asked if it did any good, and he replied that we don't know for sure when the soul leaves the body, so he will always perform last rites if given the chance. Does not our soul leave immediately when we die? And this is from Caroline, and of course we pass along our condolences.
Yes, I do pass my condolences on to you. I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of your daughter. Just a terrible thing to go through, but you will be reunited with her, and so have hope and you know, just patience in waiting to reconnect with her later. But let's get to the matter at hand. Yes, the soul does leave the body. You know, it's not just a matter of Christian doctrine. You can see considerable evidence for this as well through near-death experiences. And I think there's almost immediately upon death, the soul does leave the body. It sometimes remains in the operating room looking over things and so forth. It does not necessarily go immediately to a heavenly domain. Although sometimes it does, sometimes it might stay in the operating room for 2, 3, 4 minutes or more before it actually proceeds onto the heavenly kingdom. During that time, while the soul is still present to the body, any kind of you know administration of a sacrament is just can be very, very spiritually efficacious. I'll use that word again. Spiritually efficacious for the person who is actually witnessing this, although instead of, you know, being present to it from you know, their body, they're actually seeing it from above their body looking down, but that's still present to it, and so that would be very efficacious both spiritually and of course in the mind and the heart of the person who's witnessing that act. So I say the priest is very right in doing that. It's just the soul does leave the body all right. It's when does it go to that other world and is disconnected from the physical body that it once knew, and there can be a significant time lag. So I would say absolutely that priest is correct in saying, yes, I'm going to give it whenever I have the chance.
Right, and would you say also that since God is beyond time, with these, he's just not, you know, constricted by the fact of that particular timing either? I mean, just the fact that
absolutely.
that is done, right? So,
that is true, and
right.
so that he knows that that sacrament was about to be is about to be administered in a few earth moments, but he already knows that it has been administered in his own time, which is an eternal now, an eternal present, and so yes, very truly, you know, he certainly is not bound by our time, and so the sacrament can have efficacy from that point of view too.
Right, exactly. Definitely.